So it's time to talk about that one particular episode of Regular Show. And no, I'm not talking about this one.
I'll kill you! Rick,
I'm talking about the best burgers in the world. This episode pissed me off so much, and in today's video we're gonna break this episode down and I'll explain why. So before we get into today's video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I have more storytime vids coming, don't worry about it, you already know how we coming. But yeah, without further ado, let's get it. So this episode opens up with the guys sitting in their usual spot waiting on Benson to pull up and give them their jobs for the day. As they're waiting, the guys are discussing the new food truck that just magically appeared in the park one day. So Benson pulls up and gives everyone their jobs and proceeds to nag on Mordecai and Rigby for not completing their task he assigned them the day before, which he has every right to do. I mean, he is their boss. This I don't have a problem with. It's what he says next that made me start feeling some type of way towards Benson.
Oh, and you know that food truck that's gonna be here?
Yeah? What about it?
You guys aren't going until you finish all your jobs.
Now this was absolutely insane to me the first time I seen this. He's basically saying my niggas can't eat until they finish all their jobs for that day, which is like super green. So this then leads to Benson being super annoying the entire episode. Every job Mordecai and Rigby will start on, they will eventually try to stop working and get food from the truck, which then Benson will show up almost right away because he's basically sitting around watching them work all day, which is also crazy to me because he's supposed to be their boss and he should have better stuff to do, but I guess not. Now keep in mind, this truck is only there for a few hours, not even the entire day. It's also supposedly the best burger in the entire world, so who wouldn't want to try it? And then we have this scene.
Oh my, I can taste the Himalayas.
Man, I felt so bad for Mordecai and Rigby right here, and also my kid self at the time, not only because they couldn't get burgers and they looked good as but also because I wanted one so bad myself. That Himalaya sauce looked fire, my G. But anyways, Mordecai and Rigby finally get down to their last job. Benson then tells them that after this job they can have burgers. Now I had a problem with this because Benson knew that truck was going to leave soon, and he knew that Mordecai and Rigby couldn't clean Skip's garage in time to get the truck because it was hella work to do. Now that was some green ass shit. So we all know that it doesn't take Regular Show long to get weird, and that this episode gets indeed. While cleaning Skip's garage, they find a cloning device that Skips is just randomly keeping in his garage for some reason, and they end up cloning themselves because while cleaning, the guy in the food truck makes an announcement saying last call for burgers. This then meant that the cloning device was their last hope at getting burgers since they weren't even close to finishing Skip's garage, which then reminds me, why can't Skips clean his own goddamn garage? I mean, I don't know, but okay. So they clone themselves and the plan is in action. Now at this point, they know it's only a matter of time before Benson returns and finds out that they weren't actually there working, so they rush to the food truck. Eventually, Benson finds out that the holograms aren't actually them and he hurries to the food truck to prevent them from getting burgers. Now peep that in this particular scene, the sun has went down some and everyone in the park starts working in the morning, so that means it's getting close to sundown and Mordecai and Rigby still hadn't ate by this time. Ever heard of a lunch break, Benson? So at the very moment they were about to grab the burgers and eat them, the freaking holograms show up also wanting the burgers, and they all proceed to jack, which I should add the food truck guy was instigating. So if you're still wondering why this episode pissed me off, well, let's see. Mordecai and Rigby defeat their evil counterparts only to still not be able to try the burger because once the fight is over, we see Benson on the side eating both the goddamn burgers. As if it wasn't bad enough, he spent his whole day preventing Mordecai and Rigby from trying the burgers that only come around every 100 years. He gets to try them himself at the end when he wasn't even worried about the goddamn burgers in the first place. He then tunched them after stealing the burgers that he didn't even pay for. I mean, that's some green ass shit. To wrap this up, Benson was a cunt in this episode, but just about every character in this show has an episode where they are pretty much being a which I actually love about this show. It shows that they are still human and somewhat make mistakes. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. I also do storytime animations, so check those out as well. Until next time, peace.